Schmovie here, and I have a special guest once again, a professional toy inventor. Sarah, is that what you do for a living? You're a professional toy inventor.
It is. It is, among some other things, but for the most part, yes, I'm a professional toy and game inventor. Yes.
Do you love your job? Is it
I
fun?
do. It is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I've had people say to me throughout my years of working in the toy industry, "Hey, Sarah, oh, that sounds fun. Do you just like play games all day, or do you just sit around and play with toys all day?" It's not quite exactly how it works, but there is a fair share of playing around with stuff and testing things out. So
Okay.
it's
Well,
playful. It's
all
playful.
right. So what I want to do, I'm going to show everybody one of your products that you have. So let's start with
Okay.
show me one that you've licensed or brought to market yourself. It does not matter because you do both, right?
We do both, correct.
Okay.
I'll show you our newest one that's probably gotten the best distribution.
Okay.
This is our new game, Goat Yoga Party Game.
Goat Yoga Party Game. Now, wait a minute. How did you invent this? Because people always want to know. How did you come up with that idea? Let's start there.
Well, Stephen, it comes with an inflatable goat.
Okay. I love
We
it.
can do a little goat yoga as we're talking. I'll do tree pose. So essentially, part of our process at Galactic Sneeze, our company, is we look at trends in the marketplace and see what's popular, what they're doing, what they're talking about on social media. And we saw this goat yoga trend. It started small, started to grow, it picked up momentum, and we thought there's got to be a game in that.
Okay.
So we came up with what we thought was the right party game.
Nice. So where's it selling now? Where can people find it?
So we licensed it to a company called Kickerland. They have fantastic distribution.
Okay.
It's in all kinds of gift shops around this country and in Europe and Canada and some other countries as well, I believe. And you can buy it at stores like Bed Bath & Beyond and Paper Source and Books A Million, and then your local friendly neighborhood gift shops as well.
Well, because I think I saw a photograph of your husband in one of the stores kind of pointing it out.
Yes.
Did I see that? Okay. All right.
You did, yes. That was, I think, at Bed and Bath, which he was really excited about. It's really nice because over the weekend we received, with all the holiday shopping starting, we received a ton of messages from friends who had seen our game just out in like Maine and Alabama and Massachusetts and others in New York, just all over the place, sending us text messages of like, "I just saw your game in this store." So that's
Wow.
really fun because we haven't had that sort of distribution in the past with
Okay.
our products we brought to market ourselves.
Okay. So do you have another one to show? It's show and tell time. Do you have another one that we can look at?
Sure. So this is the first game we ever brought to market. So I started with the newest. So I'll go back to the first. This is like our first baby. It's called Shhhh Movie. It's a movie themed game, but it's just like movie comedy. There's no trivia. You don't have to know anything about movies to actually play. It's called Shhhh Movie, the hilarious game of made-up movies, and you come up with funny titles for made-up movies based on an outlandish premise.
Okay.
It's for ages 8 and up. It's fun for the whole family.
All right.
Kids love it.
So let's go
So this
back.
is our first one.
That's your first one. How did you invent that? Do you remember was there a moment in time that you went, "Hey, I've got this great idea," or how did that happen?
Sure. So like all great products, it came out of necessity. We decided we were going to start a company, Galactic Sneeze, that would invent toys and games, and we would pitch them and license them to large companies. And we were a little naive, and we thought, oh, we'll just take these products and we'll show them to Hasbro and Mattel and Spin Master, and they'll say, "Great, we'll make that." So we scheduled a bunch of meetings at New York Toy Fair, and the meetings were in 3 weeks, and we didn't have anything to show. So I essentially went to a coffee shop with a notebook, and I sat down and I started coming up with game ideas. And one of them that kind of floated to the top that we really liked was a game where you named wacky products. Like you came up with funny names for weird inventions. And that ultimately, we liked it, but it ultimately wasn't as replayable. And we were also like reading a lot about film at the time. And it evolved into a film themed game.
Okay.
And then we ended up making it on our own.
Okay. All right. What else you got there? Because I know you have some other games.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This is show and tell.
Let me see another one.
So the second game that we made It was so much work. We manufactured it, we distributed it, we warehoused it, sold it to retailers. We're fulfilling orders to Barnes & Noble on our own. It was a ton of work. And we said, we will never do that again. So then we did it again.
Of course.
You figure you put all this time and energy into learning something, and then you finally have these new skills. So we'll do it again. So we made this adult party game called Spank the Yeti. Right. Adult games have been very much on trend, and this is definitely more irreverent and has adult content in it. Okay. It is super fun and funny. This is for ages 17 and up. We actually crowdfunded this one on Kickstarter back in 2016. It came out holiday 2016. And then we made an expansion pack that's fairly new, which is our geek-themed pack, has lots of references to Game of Thrones and Star Wars and superheroes and all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
So yeah, that's our other end of the spectrum.
So can I find most of these products now, because it's a holiday, everybody's coming together with their families. It's a great gift. Can I find these now, all of them, or just one of them? Or tell us how we can find and support you.
I'm so glad you asked, Stephen. Thank you. Yes, you can find all of them. The 3 new games that we brought to market with Kickerland you can find them all on the Kickerland website. That's kickerland.com. And those have great distribution, as I mentioned. So they're in a lot of gift shops and larger stores as well. And those games, do you want me to hold those up?
Yeah, please. Let me see.
Sure. So the Kickerland games, we have a game called Masquerades.
Okay.
It's essentially charades, but you're wearing a dry erase mask. So you draw a face and then act the character out. It's very funny. And we have a block building game called Clock Block.
Okay.
So those 3 games, Goat Yoga and these 2, are available through the Kickerland website or all the stores that they sell to. As I mentioned, Bed & Bath, Paper Source. And then Schmovie and Spank the Yeti are mostly available on Amazon at this point. So we have, and some smaller shops, but mainly Amazon. And we have an Amazon store. So it's, I think it's amazon.com/Galactic Sneeze. Okay. But you can just go on Amazon and search for them and they'll pop up.
Well, thank you very much. And thank you for explaining how you create these ideas, because everybody's always asking, and it seems like you love words. You do a play on words, or you're looking for things that are current. Is that kind of the way you create? Because that's not the way I do it, because I'm not a wordsmith, but it is something you love to do.
Correct. So my background is in developing content for toys. So I've been a writer for my entire career, developing intellectual properties and writing scripts for singing, dancing toys. And so I come from that background. And often we start with a name at Galactic Sneeze. Like we might just really like a word for something. Masquerades kind of started that way. We were thinking of like charades, masquerades. Oh, what would that be? Oh, it's charades with a mask. So that's how that came to be. And then Spank the Yeti, there's different combinations of things you put together in the game. And Spank is one of the actions you could do. And Yeti is one of the characters you could do that with. So we put those together and thought it sounded playful and fun. There's like a whole art to naming a game. Okay. If if we made it something that, if we did unicorn, maybe it would feel too young, but Yeti felt like on trend and kind of cool, a little mysterious.
All right. So. Great. Well, thank you for coming on and sharing all those wonderful, are they called tabletop games? Is that what you call them? Are they? They are,
but, they are. So it was board games. Then people were calling them tabletop games. Okay. We kind of call them party games. That's a category as well. And some of these, like the goat yoga game, you're not really playing on a tabletop. You're actually doing poses while balancing the goat and doing ridiculous things.
I love it.
So it's off the tabletop. So I'd say party games is probably what we're calling them the most.
All right. Sarah, thank you very much. And everybody, it's Christmas time. If you're looking for a game, support your local inventor, professional inventor. Sarah, thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Stephen.